Near zero temperatures and Arctic wind chills spread misery across the city, and it has complicated the work of crews trying to contain a 5-alarm fire in Brooklyn. NY1's Shannon Ferry has the story.
Fighting a fire in a polar vortex is not easy. Nearly 200 FDNY personnel battled single-digit temperatures as well as flames in trying to contain a roaring blaze on Vernon Avenue near Stuyvesant Avenue in Bedford-Stuyvesant.
These are about the most challenging conditions that we'll encounter as firefighters. Obviously, frostbite conditions, a lot of icy conditions. It's dangerous.
The flames broke out around 3:45 a.m. Thursday and had spread through the vacant commercial building by the time firefighters arrived. They entered the building but eventually had to retreat because of the dangerous conditions inside.
The entire building is in very poor condition. The roof collapsed, the rear wall collapsed, partial collapse of the front wall.
Other city agencies assisted in the response. The sanitation department spread salt on the streets and sidewalks, and the Department of Environmental Protection monitored water flow through the hydrants.
What we do is we try to rotate our personnel often, so this way we can operate to the best of our ability. We have them warm up, take a break, and then we'll bring them back out so they can do some more work.
Firefighters were still on the scene when the temperature in Central Park bottomed out at 2 degrees with a wind chill of -17 at around 6 a.m., just in time to greet commuters heading out for work.
Well, we're not as bad as Chicago, but I love the summer. This is too cold for me.
Thinking of a vacation right now?
Of course, Maldives will do.
I grew up in Wisconsin and went to college in Minnesota, so I think we can handle a single day of this temperature. And I find if you don't tell yourself it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, you can survive.
You can think warm.
What attitude, think warm.
The bitter cold is why this routine fire here in Bedford-Stuyvesant will long be remembered by those who fought it. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but the building will have to be demolished. In Brooklyn, Shannon Ferry, NY1. Hi there, Brady. We've been talking to people all day about these bitter cold temperatures, just getting to work, how difficult that has been. So you can imagine for these firefighters who have been out here, like you said, since around 4 o'clock this morning, battling this fire, and it continues to be an active scene here. I want to step out of the way and just give you a sense of what we're seeing. We still have plenty of members of the FDNY out and about here at this commercial building in Bed-Stuy. It's on Vernon Avenue near Stuyvesant Avenue, and officials believe that it's some sort of import warehouse. They say that there was a van inside and other materials that lead them to believe it was that. Now, I also want to give you an aerial view of the scene, just to give you a sense of how big this was earlier. Officials tell us that this fire was already pretty advanced by the time they got here. They tried to attack it from inside, but it just got too dangerous, so they had to fight it from the exterior. In addition to the cold, there's heavy gear, and they say on top of all of that, this building is in pretty poor condition, but they are doing the best that they can. They say it is a multi-agency effort here. They have the Department of Sanitation putting down salt. They have the DEP here making sure their water supply is okay, because as you can see, water just freezes quite quickly when you have temperatures like this. So they say, although they're still working to get this under control, it is a work in progress, and it is going pretty well considering.
They tried to attack the fire from the interior of the building. The building was filled with a lot of stock. It seems to be it was some kind of import-export business. So they continued to operate until the conditions got too dangerous, and we had to remove the firefighters from the building for safety reasons, and we went to what we consider an exterior attack on the fire.
There are no injuries reported at this time. The cause here of this fire remains under investigation. For now, that is the very latest here in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Shannon Ferry, NY1. Back to you. Thanks, Shannon.